Good evening to you. Hope you've had a wonderful day or a wonderful night's sleep, or whichever is applicable. I'm out on the bike with no name, Triumph Thruxton 1200 Chrome Edition RS. Yeah, all of those. And I'm running it out of petrol. That's why the petrol light's on. Yeah, of course. Today's going to be the last day I ride it for the winter. I'm going to put it away now. I've got lots of others to ride. We've done a couple of thousand miles. I've had it about 6 months. Thought I'd do a little bit of review on it. Yeah, I'll go through everything. I'll stop and do a walk round when I get up to the castle. Yeah, I thought I'd go up to the castle at Hooley, the castle that's not there. Yeah, so I thought that was quite fitting for the bike with no name to go to the castle with no castle. Yeah, brilliant, eh? What do I think? I absolutely love it. Very, very pleased with it. It's such fun. It's got so much torque. It's just wonderful. The prone position I quite like because it's sort of relaxing. I know lots of people don't like it. In particular, Freddie Dobbs didn't like it. But I find it quite chilling. Yeah, you're out of the wind, so you can go quite quickly. And I have been quite quickly on it, I have to say. It handles absolutely superbly. It really does. It's got Racetech tyres on it, and they are exceptional. Would I recommend them? Yeah, I would, most certainly. What I'd quite like to do is nip in front of this hackney cab who hasn't gone quite to the weight here, so that's what I shall do. And I'll tell you why I'm doing that, because that guy is a right pain. He nearly crashed into a car up there. I thought I'm better off being behind him. He's on his phone as well as we speak in a hackney cab. At least he hasn't got any passengers in there. I might just cut this mutter bit out. Yeah. Right, so I'm guessing three-way control. We'll be off in a second. There we go. I bet there's a lot of traffic skipping the A14 coming this way, wishing they hadn't. Yeah, wonderful. Anyway, back to the bike with no name. I mean, Mrs. Tame absolutely loves it, so 2 up, it's absolutely wonderful as well. Yeah, I don't notice she's there. It goes like Billy-O. The brakes, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Brembo twin disc at the front. Oh, we'll go left here. I'll go through everything when I do the walk round with all the numbers, because I'm trying to keep this video quite short. I will do the senses again after the walk round. The other thing is the suspension, which is fully adjustable, just deals with these bumpy old roads. Fantastic. It makes the bike feel like a race bike. It's quite stiff, but comfortable. It rides the bumps. I don't know how to do it, but it's really very, very good. The clutch is light as a feather. you know, considering it's a 1200 twin. Oh, we're nearly there. We'll get down here, and the castle is just down here. Yeah. So somewhere down here. Yeah, there we go. And the flag's flying. That's marvellous. We'll get in here. And park somewhere here. Yeah. Wonderful. Indicator off. And there we go. The moat. Oh, I just imagine a castle there instead of the trees. Wonderful. Ignition off. Side stand down. Let's have a little look. There you go. Triumph Thruxton RS, aka the bike with no name. Brilliant, yeah. Right, here we are. Triumph Thruxton RS. Where can I begin? Well, I guess the front end. Yeah, these gold showy forks, adjustable. Absolutely marvellous. Do a real good job of soaking up the bumps but keeping the bike steady. Keeps it nice and rigid. The brakes, Brembo, twin disc, plenty of stopping power. I haven't had a problem with the brakes at all. 17-inch spoked wheel. And it all looks right, doesn't it? The clip-ons, not too, you know, it's not like you're going racing. It's not like the RR, but they are a bit low. I don't have a problem with it. Absolutely fine. That blacked out 1200 high torque engine, yeah, that's been skimmed to make it lighter and spin up quicker. It's just lovely. It's got plenty, I mean, well, it's 103 horsepower, and I think it's about 112 newton meters of torque, I want to think, something like that. Yeah, so it goes a bit. Obviously it's liquid cooled and we've got a radiator, but you barely notice it there. It's sort of same width as the frame, so it blends in well. The exhaust, it's that colour. People say, oh, it's gone that colour already. I think it was that colour when I bought it. I don't know whether it's fashion. It doesn't bother me one way or the other, but they're like brushed steel pipes. They could be louder, but I'm not going to change them. And one of the reasons is it's about £2,000 for anything that's worth actually doing. Yeah, I know, it's not cheap. Then we've got that chrome tank. I love the chrome tank, and it's a doddle to keep clean. It's a bit dirty now because I've been out and about doing some miles, burning up all the petrol. Anyway, the seat, it came, Jake put on rear foot pegs, grab rail, and gave me the dual seat as well. The single seat has a black gloss plastic cowl over the rear part, but obviously I take Mrs. Tame on the back, so it spent a lot of the time in that seat. Yeah, two up, absolutely no problem at all. Back wheel 17 inch as well. O-lins fully adjustable on the back, and a black plastic, of course. Yeah, I know. Mudguard. I don't mind the lights or the indicators. Could change them for some LED little narrow things, but think they're quite in keeping as they are. Yeah. Seat height is 810, so I'm afraid, Dave, it's probably a bit much for you. Yeah, sorry about that. But it's just wonderful. The tank, if I had one gripe, the tank only holds 14.5 litres. Yeah, that's about 3 gallons. And it does, well, I'll check when we get back on, just over 50 to the gallon. So you've got about a range of 150 miles, which isn't a lot, is it? It's as bad as an electric bike. Yeah, slightly better. Except, of course, it only takes a few minutes to fill up. Yeah. Back brake isn't Brembo, it's a Nissan. But it seems to do the job well. Let's have a little look around this side if I can get around here. Obviously Brembo again at the front. Yeah, it's just lovely. I really like it. Bar end mirrors, you know I'm not a fan of those, or wasn't. I've sort of got used to them now. I've ridden so many bikes with them and I see the advantages of them. Yeah, the twin clocks, just lovely. Let's get round here and have a look. Yeah, what have we got on here? I'll turn them on. Ding. Yeah, we've got time, traction control, on or off. You've got your fuel. You can see I've got 31 miles left. I need to burn off, so I'll still be out a bit yet. Modes, rain, road and sport. And do they make a difference? Yeah, they do. It can tell you your average fuel consumption. Let's have a look around here. And I think I'll try and let you have a listen to it. If I put the mic, I'll put the mic over here. If I can get it to stand up, there we go. So it's relatively behind it. Neutral. Oh, I need to pull the clutch in. That's going to be a clever move. Hopefully you got an earful of that and you can still hear me. Yeah, so yeah, so there we go. Just over 2,000 miles, 6 months, and now away for winter. I'll probably still tick it over, so I need to leave a tiny bit in there, which may defeat the object, but I don't know what else to do really. One other thing, the amyl carbs, or not amyl carbs, they look alright, don't they, really, at a glance? Yeah, I really like it. That's about it, really. It's just so rigid to ride, but I'll discuss all that when I get back on. Right, ignition on. 19 miles worth of juice left. Yeah, so we'll get down this way, and the traffic's bad, so we might have to watch it. There's been quite a few cars come past, but yeah, what a marvellous bike this is. I think there's one left for sale in the country, and that's it. And that might have gone by now, I don't know. Oh, dead animal. So this road's bumpy old Suffolk road, typical, pretty terrible. I've got to go steady for the amount of traffic that's knocking about. But this deals with it pretty well, yeah. Anyway, I guess, oh, here we go, you see. The senses test. Well, what does it taste like? Well, it tastes like whatever you want it to. Yeah, it's a reflection of your own taste. Yeah, do you get that? Yeah, marvellous. That's how good it is. Just, it's like magic. Smell, it still smells like a brand new bike. It's lovely, and it does give off a bit of heat. I've got to say that in the traffic, there's quite a lot of heat comes off the engine. So in summer you can get a bit warm. Day like today, it's no real problem. Then what? I guess it's on to looks. Oh, it looks like a Triumph Thruxton. Yeah, a calf racer, a custom calf racer, even though it's all completely factory. Yeah, I love it. I love the looks of it. If you don't like those sort of looks, then obviously you're not gonna like it. If you're into modern sports bikes that are angular with full fairings and stuff, then this would look like a beast. Yeah, which again isn't totally wrong. It is a bit of a beast. Then to touch and feel, it feels fantastic when you're polishing it. It's a bit grubby now. It'll have to be polished and covered in preservatives and stuff when I put it away. But to touch and feel, it's just marvellous. It's smooth and solid. I love it. I love the shapes of it. I love the long tank. Yeah, the shape of the pipes, the brush steel, sort of slightly abrasive. Yeah, I love it. No complaints on that score. Oh, little monkey bike there. And then I guess go on to sound. What does it sound like? Oh, it's wonderful. I doubt that the Insta, because of the sound issues, unless I've corrected it, you won't really notice, because it is quite windy and I have got the visor closed, but I will lift it up in a minute. Yeah, there we go. But again, I don't think you'll hear it till we have to stop and accelerate. You will hear the gear change, yeah. It's got the Triumph gear change, of course. You know when you're in and out of gear. I have looked at making it louder. I have considered it, but a set of pipes for it's a couple of grand, yeah, to make any difference. And I've been told that it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. And this is different from earlier Thruxtons. It's not that easy anymore. But I like the sound of it. It's loud enough, particularly when you get in confined spaces like narrow streets and things like that. And so then I guess we're on to Sixth Sense. How does it make me feel? Well, it makes me feel very happy and very proud of it. Unlike Bertie, the sort of people it attracts don't come up to you and say, oh, that's cute. It's almost like they're embarrassed to like it. They're looking at it in awe, but it does attract a lot of attention. It really does. And is that because of the chrome tank? I don't know. Is it because it's a Triumph? Could be. I think it's a combination of everything. It is a Triumph, it's quite big, it sounds quite pokey, and it looks special, and it makes me feel special, which is what you want from a bike. I don't think I've ever got off this bike and not looked at it. I mean, I do that with all my bikes, so it doesn't say a lot, but yeah. So that's it for 2023, unless something happens with the weather, but I don't think I'll bring it out again. It will remain taxed and insured, of course. The handling on it always amazes me as well. Is slow or fast, it's a doddle to throw around, and it sticks like doo-doo to a blanket. Yeah, I know a lot of that's down to those race tech tyres. But the sun is setting for this year on the Triumph Thruxton 1200 RS. Yeah. I'm draining it of petrol, that's why I'm out running it around now. If you think that's the wrong thing to do, because I have heard some people say fill it right up to the top. I don't know, you let me know what you think. My plan at the moment is to drain it. If someone comes up and justifies a jolly good reason to fill that tank up again, I'll be out filling it up. Yeah. Hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I'll catch you later. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what I might do. I might just keep this running so you can see the poor caged animals down here. Yeah. Well, have a look. What do you reckon? Poor things. All stuck in their cages. Yeah. All trying to avoid the A14, you see. They'd rather sit blocking these little roads than they would sit on the A14. Yeah. I wonder if they're regretting their error of judgment to come off the A14. What do you reckon? I mean, oh, I do think it's funny. Yeah. Oh, look at them. Yeah. Oh no, dear. Let's get off the A14. It's busy. Is it really? Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? Well, look at that lot. Yeah, and they're still coming. Ta-ta.